Welcome to new tutorial. This video we will learn how to create responsive group bar chart. What I'm meaning by responsive is that chart is responsive to different numbers of datasets. As shown in example here, we have group bar chart that groups the sales of 3 different products for each month. So here we have 3 datasets. By clicking the button, the chart groups the sales of each product, but here for the 12 months of the year. So here we have 12 datasets for this chart. But what is the problem? The problem is fixed values of bar space and each group space. And this problem, we will solve it in this tutorial. Another benefit of our tutorial is how to collect analysis data from my SQL database and how to parse different response types using Retrofit. Please don't forget to subscribe and like my video to get more tutorials. Let's start with tutorial requirements. First, we need Android Studio project. The project attached to video description, and we need to install local server. I am using WAM server, and make sure that is green light. And we need to create analysis table, and I attached it as open document spreadsheet like that. And we need PHP scripts attached also in video description. The 2 scripts attached to video description. After installing the local server, open your browser and type localhost phpMyAdmin. phpMyAdmin requires username and password to login. Leave username, root and empty password and click go. If it is first time to use local server, you need to create database. Click new and type database name it chart database, and use collection as general UTF general CI and click create. Here you need to download open document spreadsheet. After downloading the open document spreadsheet containing a chart analysis, click import and browse for file. And select the folder and check the first line of file contain column names and click go. Here the product table created. Let's check it. Okay, we have the list of table of product sales. Next step, download PHP scripts and put it in folder and name it bar chart. Here we have 2 scripts here. Next, open connection script and change the database name to chart database and save the file and cut the folder containing 2 scripts. Open WAM server and open www directory and paste the folder here. Go to your browser and open new tab. Type localhost /bar chart /chart.php. Here the response of our server is ready to work on in Android Studio. Next step, open starting Android Studio project. Here I will review the changes that I made. First, Gradle files. In project level, I added Maven Jetpack dependency, and I have added required dependencies for Retrofit and chart. And in manifest file, I have added permissions for internet, and I added attribute for application uses clear text traffic as true. In values, colors, I have created 12 colors for maximum number of data sets. You can create automatic array list or integer array of colors to use it in the chart. In main activity, I have created bot and progress bar and bar chart. Also, I have created class for API client for Retrofit with base URL http //10.2.2 bar chart. That's the name of folder containing the PHP scripts. And I have created API interface to create call of response. So the next step is to create new Java class. And name it chart response and click OK. Here we need to create 3 objects because we have 3 different types of response. The first response is for sales. It is array list of product and months and sales. Another list of string months and another list of string products. So we have 3 responses. Return to Android Studio and create private object sales response is equal to null, and you need to create serialization name at serialize name sales. Also we need to create object for product response and months response. Also we need to create getter for these private variables. Click heal and click generate and getter and select all private objects. Okay, now go to API interface class and create call of type chart response and name it get chart response, and this call uses get method and name the file name, return to www directory and open per chart, and the file name is chart.php. Okay, our interface is ready to use in main activity. Go to main activity, create method private void get chart data, and this method requires string type. Okay, I have created new instance of API interface and created call inquiry and call response. I have created new instance of JSON builder and created two types of token types, token for sales, and it takes list of sales. Let's see sales response here. The sales takes three variables: string product and string month and integer sales. I have cleared list of sales and I added all response sales response here and products as type of list of string and also months list, and I added condition according to the type or the text from button. According to it we will set the bar chart. Let's show what types of parameters required for set bar chart method. It requires list of a string and this list name is datasets, and another list of a string is group list, and the third parameter is string type. So if the text of the button is show sales per product, the first parameter is products list, the second parameter is months list, and the type is product. And if the text button equals show sales per month, the first parameter is months list and second parameter is product list and the type is months. Let's complete set parse method. First of all, we need to create integer array of colors. I have created it as Fixit array, but if datasets number is more than the length of colors array, it will return error. So make sure the maximum number of integer array is equal to the maximum number of datasets. Next step, we need to create array list of per dataset. The per dataset takes two parameters. The first parameter is list of per entry and the second parameter is string label name. So we need to loop through casted datasets, which is list of string, and create new object of per dataset. This object takes the first parameter is list of per entry. I have created method called it per entries and takes three parameters. The first is string group name, which is item of dataset list at index I. The second parameter is group list, which is casted in the set bar chart method. The third parameter is type. Okay, and the second parameter of per dataset is the group name at index I. Next, we need to set the color of dataset, which is my colors array at index I. Next, we need to set the value text size and add the per dataset to created array list. Next step, we need to create per entries method. Click Alt and Enter and create method in main activity. This method takes string group name and list of string group list and string type, and this method return list of bar entry. Then we need to create new object, new array list of bar entry. Each bar entry takes two values, index, which is integer, and integer sales value. So we need to loop through group list, which is casted in the method, then loop through sales list, which is attached from response, and check off the type. If the type of analysis is month analysis, so we need to check off the month of sales equals group name that attached from array list. If that true, we need to create new bar entry at mtx I and the sales value of current sales. Else, if the analysis type is product, so we need to check if the product of sales equals group name. If true, create new object at the index and then increase the loop by 1. Next step, we need to create bar data. Bar data takes the list of created bar dataset. So bar data is equal to new bar data, and we need to loop through the created array list to add each bar dataset to the bar data. Next step, we need to complete the bar attributes. To set bar data text value, use bar data dot set value text size, make it 7f. You need to set bar chart bar data. To bar data. Sorry, to set data as bar data. You can set bar chart bench zoom as true and draw grid background false and create new object of x-axis is equal to bar chart to get x-axis, and set value formatter as new index value formatter and parse group list here, and set position as top. It's optional for you, and you can set granularity by 1 and enabled granularity true and draw grid lines as true, and these are options for you. It's important to set bar width as 2f 0.02f and create new ligand. What is ligand? Ligand is to set the names of label of products or months here, and to edit it you need to create new ligand and set text size by 10 and wrap word enabled is true. So if you click months, it wraps the word of months. it wrapping the label names like that. The next attribute is visible range maximum. It sets the maximum number of bars to be visible, but here we have group bar chart. It shows the maximum number of visible groups, not bars. So you can make it 3 and minimum axis minimum 0. And the next step is important, is we need to set default bar width and create integer value of group count, which is group list size, and we need to set this equation for default bar width to be flexible for each dataset number. And if the bar width default more than or equal 0, we need to add bar to set bar width by this new bar width. Then we need to set the maximum axis of the x-axis. The maximum axis is the size of group bar, so this equation is important to set it flexible to different data sets. So finally, if the bar data dot get dataset count is more than 1, it's important, so we need to group the bar chart at x0 and group space and bar space, which are created. Finally, let's call the getData method from API. We need to call this method to button click method, and here we need to cast the button text, so we need to cast the switch button text. Okay, so let's try our project. So we need to click the show sales per product. Okay, here we have difference that when we have created the maximum visible range by 3, we have here 3 groups appears to us. When we select show sales per month, okay, thank you, and please don't forget to subscribe.